Look, I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, call it audible. Serving up them Hail Marys till the game over with the showstopper. So hot, you gotta blow on it. I said I'll huff and I'll puff, then I'll pass to my left while I'm looking to my right. Hit him right in the chest. It be looking like magic, better give me the throne. I ain't talking about Patrick, but I rep my home. I'm never at the end of my zone. I'm bad to the bone, eating up these pigs.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the the Texans Fan Battle Podcast. I'm your host, Matthew Briggs. Today, we got a special guest in the building, and before I introduce him, let me give a shout out to my A1 since day one, Mr. Crenshaw. Say what's up to the folks.
What's up, everybody?
Like I said earlier, and if you saw the video, we got a special guest, Don Key. The legendary Houston rapper Lil Keke in the building. Say what's up to everybody, man.
What up? What up? Thank you for having me today, man. What's good? It's an honor.
It's an honor to have you.
Yeah, honor's all here, man. We big time fans. To this day, pimping the pen, still balling. We from Texas.
Yeah.
Play on my playlist constantly.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So before we kind of kick it off to interviewing you, rap music is a big influence in sports. So you've been keeping up with the playoffs?
Of course.
So who's your pick?
I'm a little torn. Now that the Texans teams are out, as far as Dallas, the Cowboys are out. You know what I'm saying? So I really want to see A-Rod. I want to see Aaron Rodgers get him another ring, but I want to see him and Tom Brady showdown. Is he going to get past Tom Brady? I don't know. And that's if Tom Brady going to get past the Rams this weekend. But I would love to see an NFC showdown between Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. And on the AFC, I'm kind of torn between. I want to see something different, like the Titans or something. You know what I'm saying? Something that's been going through the struggle for a couple of years. I like Tannehill and Vrabel and Derrick Henry is back. They've been kind of peeking at it every year, going to the playoffs, getting put out. I would love to see something tough, maybe a Green Bay Titans Super Bowl or something.
I got a buddy who's a big Titans fan, and he's his name's Daryl Gomez, a huge fan of yours. But ever since Bud Adams left Houston,
I get it.
Good.
I'm a big football fan, real big. So I just like the nature of the game. Once my dog is out the race, I start trying to go into it for how I see it, really.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. I'm an underdog kind of guy, so I'm rooting for the Bengals. I think the Bengals.
I like the Bengals. I like the Bengals. I think they're young. I think they probably need to go through what the Titans have been going through. But then, you never know, man. I think the AFC Championship game may be something different. It may be a different look. I love to see the Bengals against the Titans in the AFC Championship, or even Buffalo. I like Buffalo as a tough team. I just want to see something different. I love to see the Bengals.
Right. Well, you've been following up with the Houston Texans news and.
Yeah, of course I have. Yeah.
Kind of like us, man. You've been act like we've been on here for a while.
Yeah, we're in an unfortunate situation at the moment, but hey, hopefully things are going to get better soon.
So kind of tell us real quick what's your opinion on the whole mess here down in Houston?
Well,
you think we'll bounce back?
I think we kind of late in our decision making process in a lot of things that we do. Even from the hiring of the coach last year, if you knew it, you wasn't going. You knew this what you was gonna do. You knew this was gonna be a 1 year start. I don't know if that was to try to sway Watson to stay or not. I just think we hostage right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And based on the Bill O'Brien thing, we don't have a whole lot that we working with. As far as picks, we we didn't manage the future off, or whatever you want to say. We didn't gave it away. So only thing I think left is for you to do is to go ahead and find a trade partner. So you can go ahead and at the end of the day, even keeping Deshaun Watson doesn't, trying everything that you can do, keeping him doesn't even fix the team. Right now, he's the only asset that you have that's going to give you an opportunity to get the team fixed from a pick standpoint. At this point, you may be able to get your quarterback and some picks out of it. Other than that, man, we've came with these linemen, these tonsils and these tricks and these David Johnsons, and get rid of Deshaun. And we've done a lot of willing and dealing from the O'Brien days that I feel like got us a little bit behind the eight ball. So as much as I love Deshaun Watson, I would hope that everything will get fixed in the legal system. I'm not saying I love him that so much that I don't want to get fixed with what need to get fixed with, thing. And maybe if it got fixed, we could keep him. But I don't think that's a smart play for us for the future, because I don't think it's going to happen. So I don't think we need to sit here and hold ourselves hostage to thinking that he's going to.
Nope. I think we lost you. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We'll get it fixed here in a second. Well, while he's getting that fixed, Crenshaw, before he jumps back on, we had. Can you hear me? You can't hear me either? Can you hear me still? No? How about now? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
I'm back. Man, I don't know what happened. We went crazy. But let me pick it back off what I was saying. Basically, I was just saying that I think that's really our only asset left that we have in order to rebuild the team, man. So it's just a messed up situation. I don't know where we go from here. Do you think we keep him? And is that going to translate to, first of all, we don't know how many games you're going to lose him for, 4, 6, whatever it's going to be. Is it worth it, man? You know what I'm saying? I know I think he's a great player, and I think he's in a bad situation. So we don't know how that's going to end up. But I think as far as, and I'm not speaking on it because that's not my job. That's not what I'm here for. But I'm saying as far as the state of the Texas franchise, I think that's the only asset that they have in order to rebuild a future. So long story short, man, you got to make the trade, man. That's it. That's just it.
Yeah. Again, man, you act like you've been on here for a while. We've been saying the same thing,
Yeah, you just got to make the trade, man. Yeah. I understand your thought process in the beginning. We're gonna drop. That didn't work out.
And it's just like a woman cheating on you. You just can't trust her no more. It's time to move on. The relationship severed.
And that was the word that I was looking for early. The Texans have mortgaged so much of the future. That's what I was trying to say. They mortgaged so much of the future with the David Johnson, the Tunsil, the picks, the this. So we kind of in shambles. And just to be honest, man, I don't know if any of it works until we kind of get the top. The top is kind of, from a GM standpoint, from an ownership standpoint, it's kind of flawed right now. I'm in circles where they feel like it's people who feel like the Texans got the worst front office in the NFL. That's not a great thing. You know what I'm saying? So I think you're going to have to get a strong-willed coach here, something stiff, something that's going to demand respect, and something that's going to attract other better coaches and free agents to want to even come here again. This is not a free agent landing spot at the time. So take your best asset, take your best shot with the best asset you got so you can rebuild your team, because you're going to command something, 2 or 3 first-round picks, 2 or 3 seconds, and you're going to get a player or two. Move on.
Oh, most definitely. No, I'm kind of with you. Coley was a 1-year, maybe a 2-year deal, but after hitting on the when Casario hit the draft and a lot of free agents, we could have won 7 games if we had a different coach. So I think he just sees, okay, my rebuild is a lot sooner than I expected. So it's time to move from Coley and bring in a new guy. So I'm hoping that that's going to be the process.
Yeah,
Who knows,
I hope
man?
so. I hope so. I hope so.
Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I hope, like you could say, man, you gotta get a coach that's gonna demand respect, because we get talked about every day, all day. Twitter, Instagram, text messages. We got to get back to the top as we once was, and we got to do something that we never done. Let's get the Super Bowl, man. I'm tired of watching other teams get there, and we have Super Bowl parties for other teams. We didn't have one for our team. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it, man. But like I say, I'm just sick of it.
Yeah. It's sickening. It can get that, and especially when you're going into these seasons, pretty much knowing that,
You
we
gonna be ass.
don't.
You gonna be ass. You gonna be ass.
Yeah, yeah, and we in a division where you got an opportunity to winning it every year.
Every year.
Jacksonville, the coach. I know Tennessee, the number 1 seed, but you got a shot at trying to win it every year if you got a good team in place. So I don't know. We're gonna see. It's gonna start with the coach. We're gonna see how that hiring. I've been seeing a couple of interviews, that they've been holding. We'll see.
As a Facebook comment today, did y'all hear who we interviewed for the second time today? Josh McCown.
What you think about that?
Yeah, I get why people are upset, but I also think Casario's playing chess, not checkers. I think he did the same thing last year and offered him a QB position. So I think that's what he's doing this time. Instead of just interviewing for a position coach, he's killing 2 birds, 1 stone, and see what kind of intel he can get, what his thought process is, and then offer him a quarterback coach spot. I hope.
See, that's the thing. That's where we start out wrong at. See, get your coach, man,
right,
before you start trying to order to put the pieces together for him.
True.
you gonna have him a quarterback coach here already when he arrive. Stop doing that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. You don't know if this man gonna be cohesive or on the same, and then that's you controlling the narrative again. Soon as the coach come in, you got to get him to agree. Now you got to get a coach that's more like a puppet, because ain't no stiff coach coming in here with letting you already tell him how his staff looking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
it
true.
ain't no coach coming in here, when he get here, you already got the chess pieces on the board. Well, I got your quarterback coach already for you, Coach McCown. And hey, man, no, man. You got to give these people a chance to put their own staff together, and y'all put it together as a team. You know what I'm saying? I pick my coach. Just think, man, if what's out here? Just imagine you going to go get I'm just saying, for instance, just imagine if it was a Doug Peterson or something like that, a guy who won the Super Bowl with the Eagles. You think he's going to come in, an offensive guy, and just already have his coach, but I already got your defense coach in place for you, man. Nah, man, that's what I'm saying about some of these decisions that we making up top. I don't know.
That's facts.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you're not saying nothing wrong. I agree with you. I'm just saying that's what I'm hopeful for. I'm hopeful that's what he's doing. Because do I want Josh McCown as head coach? No.
Hell no.
Absolutely not.
Hell no.
Yeah, I mean, if he does, I might have become a Bengals fan and make this the Bengals fan battle podcast, because I don't.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
I'll be a Raider fan.
There you go. I just can't do it. And I agree with Chris on, like, I'm tired of having every sports championship except a Super Bowl here in Houston. So
Yeah,
we need to get our act together and make it a title town. Quit being runner ups. I don't want to be a bridesmaid. I want to be a bride. Come on, let's
oh for
win this
sure,
thing.
for sure. That's a definite. That's a definite.
So well, Kiki, let's kick it off with some questions to you. Cool with that,
Let's go.
Chris? I'll let you start it off with you, man. What you got for?
Let me see. How was it getting that award from Obama? I think in 2016.
That was different for me. It was something that wasn't expected. I was just actually put into a group. I was put into a group of what would I say? I wouldn't say contestants that because it wasn't a contest. It was just a group that was put in for people who were doing things in the community. What I was
Mm-hmm.
doing, you know what I'm saying? I was just a person that just to be honest, a person that I knew that was kind of in the room of putting together the Houston list of who could be chosen for a lifetime achievement award. Man,
Mm-hmm.
it was people in here from all kind of walks of life. You know, army people who had Purple Heart, different things. You know what I'm saying? And I just happened to just be a name that they kind of threw in the hat. Well, look what he done. You know, he's done this in the community, and for me to get picked, I remember they called me and told me like, "Hey, man, we're gonna put you in the running to see if you can gain a lifetime achievement award from President Obama for what you do in the community." Once they told me the other people that was in it to get it, I kind of was like, I know I'm not finna get it for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I
Right.
did, I was like, wow. And it was a shocking time because I got to see, the feelings of other people. Everybody wasn't some of those people that we talking about who felt like they wasn't happy that it went to me. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
it was a crazy experience, but I also felt the experience of people who made me feel great about achieving because I did what I got it for. It was something I did for love and for my heart. It was from my you know, my contributions to youth sports and what I do with kids and all that. And I never did it trying to get an award or any of that. So to be recognized for it at the highest level was great.
Okay. I got another one. How was it, man, working with E-Rock, man? Cause that's my hood, Fifth Ward, man. How
E-Rock,
was it?
E-Rock
Yeah,
called me
man.
today. That,
Oh
that's
yeah.
that's what's so crazy. He got a new song. Oh, I got to text E-Rock back. E-Rock got a new song, and I think it comes out tomorrow or tonight with me and Paul Wall.
Yeah,
And he
you
was
and
just
Paul
Oh,
calling
Wall
me
now.
today to get the publishing information. That's crazy. You said that, and they called me today, get all the publishing information for the song. It's a nice song. He actually gonna shoot a video to it in a few weeks. So yeah, E-Rock, that's my guy. I grew up on Fifth Ward Boys, Ghetto Boys, all that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he a OG to me.
Oh
They
yeah.
call me OG, but he my OG for
Right,
sure.
right.
Yeah.
And then now the big one, man. Now, how is it performing at the rodeo this year, man? I looked to get tickets. They all sold out. Now they got resale tickets right now, man. How is that right now,
Um, it's an honor, man. It's great. I told people all the time, like the biggest thing about it was we supported the rodeo before we even thought we would ever get an opportunity, or
man?
even if it ever mattered. That didn't even matter. We still support. We go to the carnival every year and eat barbecue and do all this. Take the kids. This was a lifelong thing that we did. So to get an opportunity to be probably at the city's most beloved event,
Mm-hmm.
the state most beloved event, to get an opportunity to do that is great, man. I think it's gonna be epic.
Legendary.
Yeah, for sure.
Going
yeah. Okay,
down.
that's a lineup, man. I wish I could be there for that too. That's
Yeah,
boy.
it's gonna be a great lineup. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. Um, my ones, man. You have some great albums. Like first, "Don't Mess with Texas," "Street Stories," and of course, the self-made albums. What was the most difficult and successful album in your eyes? Which one? What kicked it off?
Um, I don't I don't really put a lot into if they were difficult or if they were successful. What I do is, man, I just think about how I trust the belief. I got 50 albums in a 25 year, because and it's not about what they sold, how successful, which one was hard. It's just about me trusting the belief of loving music that I think is gonna work regardless. I don't care if it took me to this height or this. I kept believing in music. I never did nothing else. I never went back to the streets. I never went back to work. I never tried nothing else. I just believed in the music. So I never rated it behind how successful I was or how successful it wasn't. I always trusted the process. I don't care if I drop this album and it do this big, or I drop another one in 6 months and it don't do nothing. I still got the fire to go drop the third one if I need to, because it's about the process of the album. Never really weighed in too much on. I've sold millions of records. You know what I'm saying? So it never really weighed into success or that. Now, Don't Mess with Texas, of course, that's my favorite. It's the blueprint to the culture of what we do, and it still lasts to the day. And it's not about Southside or this song. It's just about that particular album being able to, jumpstart what I do, because I always want to be a big advocate and make people, I just want to always stand up for Texas, give Texas a shot at being great. That's all. I just always want to, and just like now with
That's
my
what
new
you do,
single,
man.
We From
And
Texas. It's
that's what you
big.
do.
It's doing what it do, and it's all about making Texas great again. That's that from a hip hop standpoint. I grew up listening to New York music, California music, all that. And so when I got my opportunity to be an artist, one of my biggest things was, how can I make them love Texas just as much as I love these other places? And it's 25 years later, and I'm still on that same mission.
Yeah, don't stop, bro. I mean, you're doing what you need to. I live up here in Kansas City right now, and people still, rocking the chopped and screwed and
Oh, good.
Mike Jones, Camille in there, So you're getting it. It's still there, brother. It's still there.
Yes, sir.
So speaking of chopped and screwed, how big was that movement of DJ Screw and Switch the House for
Huge.
your game?
For me, yeah, it was everything for me. It's why I'm here today. And it was everything for me based on a lot of reasons. One of the main reasons is, I always tell people, they keep asking me, how was it to do this? When did you? We didn't know. We didn't know we was making history. We wasn't planning for it. Like everything, like I didn't know none of this was gonna happen. I wasn't going into it like we didn't go into it like, here's go chopped and screw and we finna go. It just happened. You know what I'm saying? It happened as it happened, and we were able to monetize and capitalize off of it and keep going. You know what I'm saying? So it was a great, because it was different. And I think what made it work more than anything was the belief we had in it without worrying about if anybody else believed in it. See, we loved it and believed in it before anybody else started liking it. We didn't go into it with, let's make it and let's see if they're gonna like it or not. And then we go, hey man, we already love it. We already locked into it. It's already our way of life before you can even come in and tell us whether you like it or not. Most of the people who don't like it, it wasn't a concern of ours. And for the people who did, who tapped in and who started loving chopped and screw and these types of music and the culture, it just grew our fame even more. But I think the biggest thing that I enjoyed about it was, we never had a thought process about who liked it or who didn't.
Right. And if you love what you're doing, it's already a success.
Yeah.
So I mean, I love it, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Always do. We got a question from Facebook. What are your feelings about the culture and uniforms of the Oilers leaving Houston and going to Tennessee? From Chris Royal.
I hate it. Well, I hated it, but the Texans kind of smoothed it over, man. It ain't even. Of course, I missed the colors for sure, but I don't miss the colors more than I don't miss not having a team at all.
Oh man.
Hey man, the not having a team at all in the fourth largest city in the world was terrible. You know what I'm saying? That was a terrible run. So yeah, I missed. I got on the. Some of my branding and some of my merchandise is, this particular shirt is based on the old Oilers. You know what I'm saying? On my website, I wanted to do something that was relevant to the old Oilers, so I done a blue. And so I still love it. I still represent it. I got all the jerseys. I still love Warren Moon, everything. But I wouldn't trade that back in, not to have no team at all. I know the Texans is not in great shape right now, but us not having a team at all is something. I hated when the Oilers left and turned to the Titans. I hated it.
Especially the way it happened, you know.
Man,
it
I
left me
hated
sour,
it, man.
you know. And then they go to the Super Bowl the next year. It's like, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I was a Rams fan that day. I wasn't rooting for the Titans at all.
Yeah.
Kershaw, you got some more questions for him?
You know, just basically, you know, like I want to just thank you for being a pioneer in rap. I grew up listening to you. You know, reciting your rhymes. See, I'm from the North Side, so it was always, you know, North Side better than the South Side. You know how they go.
All
You
good.
know, South Side can't mess with North Side. So, you know, I basically love everybody from, you know, SUC, the Swisher House, and everything. So I just want to thank you. You know, while I had this chance to talk to you and everything.
Appreciate it, man. I really appreciate y'all for having me. Like I say, man, anytime, man. We can talk sports anytime. I love sports to death. I coach Little League, own Little League football team. My kids in sports. Man, I play fantasy football. I got Sunday tickets at the house, man. I gamble online. I just love football to death. I go to Vegas 2-3 times a month. So anytime, man, I'm willing to come talk sports anytime. And I appreciate y'all for having me. Just as far as the culture, man, I always tell people this, and I put it this before I go. Hey, man, I'm just as honored and grateful for y'all reaching out and still us being able to come talk and still talk about our career and what we have going on now. It's a blessing. I know how much homage and people pay, and Key, we salute and respect. I still respect y'all for just coming and having me on y'all show. It's 1,000 other people that you can have. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate. I'm just as appreciative of y'all having me as if me having y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
We're
no
trying to
thing, man. And the
we're trying to
album,
be
man,
we're
February the
trying to be
11th.
more than
It's February the 4th, but it's February the 11th. Legend. We from Texas. The single is out right now. You know, new single drop next week. So it's gonna be great. Thank y'all for having me. And like I say, go Texas,
Legend.
man. It's still love.
What was it called again? Legend.
Legend.
Okay.
LGND. Yeah.
And make sure y'all check that out. You know, again, like I said, thanks for coming on. We're trying to be more than just a sports cast. We're trying to be a culture. You know.
Salute y'all, man. Quit it, and may God bless y'all, man. I hope everything go y'all way, man. Big salute.
Well, and again, thanks for having us.
All right, thank y'all. All right.
Well, guys, y'all can follow Lil Keke at Don Key 713. Again, you make sure you check out his new album in February called Legend. Man, what an honor to have him on the show.
Yes, sir.
So I love having guests like that. As it changes the pace, you know, especially Houston Legends. Like you said, the legend Don Key, bar for bar, best in can't lie, you know, he has to be the most underrated rapper, especially from Texas. In my opinion, of course, you know. So, Kershaw, tell us where we can find you.
Find me at Fifth Ward Crenshaw and everywhere, man. I mean, I'm all over, man.
All over. You can find me on Instagram at Cancel Tim Kelly and Twitter, but this ugly mug, I don't like to take a lot of pictures, so I'm mostly on Twitter, pissing off the Texans fans. So make sure you check us out there. Also on Texas Fan Battle everywhere. Also, guys, check out Prize Picks. Man, we should have told Keke he likes gambling. We should have told him.
Yeah.
Check out Prize Picks. Make sure you use the code FBSN. Then match up your offer. Until next week, hopefully we talk about head coach. Enjoy the playoff, guys.
Peace.